Hello and welcome to Gamereactor Live. You just missed me running into the set here.
I'm sure you'll see it later.
Yeah, sweating because I've been working on my scare cave for the second hour of the stream where I'll be playing Outlast Whistleblower. In as a dark room as I could get close enough to a stream computer.
Close enough to the toilets.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, joined by Nick as always on Fridays and Bengt through the power of the internet. And
your scare cave was the toilet.
Wait, say that again? I don't think the audience got that.
Isn't your scare cave the toilet?
Yeah.
I feel like Bengt, we should get him like a nickname because he's like our news hound or something now.
Yeah. News hound, that works. Bengt Lem, the news hound. Anyway.
The dog.
Yeah, you
the
know,
dog.
He's here and you know why, because the first hour on Fridays is news.
Yes.
We're going to take a look at the biggest headlines in the gaming industry this week, starting with...
Yeah, I'll start it out. There's a couple of news stories where I'm going to start out vague because I don't remember what's still under embargo.
Ah, yes. And then Bengt can sort it out.
Yes, exactly. So the first news story of the week is Battlefield Hardline. It was leaked, but has now been confirmed.
Yep.
It's coming this autumn. It's being developed by Visceral Games, who did Dead Space. And from there, I think you should take it, Bengt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game that's been rumored for at least 6 months, I think. Obviously, we knew that DICE weren't going to do another Battlefield this fall, but EA probably wanted something else. So there has been these rumors about the cops and robbers Battlefield, which sounded really, really strange to me because Battlefield is, of course, all about military, original in World War II, and then it's moved on to sort of a more modern setting. It's also been set in the future, but cops and robbers feels a little bit strange because it's not really all-out battle, is it? I mean, it's a little bit more... well, I don't know how to say it, but nevertheless, this week it was made official, and very few details. But then there was this leak of a video that revealed a lot of cool stuff.
That we won't be showing here.
We can't show it, and it is internal use, and from what I understand, the video isn't really. It was never meant to be shown in public, so it's not like a trailer that's been released early or anything like that. It was just something internal to show some people internally what they were working on and not really meant to be publicly unveiled. So I guess we're going to have to wait until E3 to get like a full proper look at the game.
Yeah. So if you guys out there that are too curious and you decide to hunt it down on the interwebs, keep in mind that this is only for internal use. It's very early and it's not representative of the game.
It still gives you an idea what's coming.
The concept,
but
maybe.
obviously every company should be allowed to show a game the way they intend to show it. And then of course we as an audience have to be aware that some of it will be bull shots. But that's
also why some of these internal videos don't normally come out, is because if one of these videos is shown and then people are like, oh my god, it looks like crap because it's not. I mean, but it's not done.
So not nearly. So.
Yeah, I mean, I had heard some conversations about some of the animations and stuff. That's probably something that you don't really care about when you put it into an internal video like this. So they wanted to show what we knew about it is that it seems like a very action-based thing. It seems like a Payday taken to the extreme and on both sides, perhaps more with the single player on a sort of a cop side of things. It interests me, and it's something that this kind of heist game isn't something that we get a ton of, so that intrigues me in that sense. More of a cinematic catch the bad guys kind of game.
Sure. And I mean, we're getting more information at E3, official announcement June 9th. Says on the screen.
That's when EA had their presser.
And the second part of this news story is that Carl Magnus Trotzon, is that semi-decent pronunciation?
He said that
Battlefield 4 proper will not be hurt by this. They'll continue to support it before and after the launch of Hardline. So if you're worried about Battlefield 4, it's something that's still important to DICE and to EA.
But I mean, that is sort of, it's nice that they say that, but, I would be very, very upset if they didn't support Battlefield 4 because they released a game that is totally different.
I think it's
two different studios as well.
Good to clarify that after the whole launch of Battlefield 4, that there has been some issues there. So I would be very surprised as well, but good to clarify that, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, and they haven't released nearly all of the DLC yet for Battlefield 4.
Pass isn't finished.
Yeah. And but what's interesting, obviously there's going to be multiplayer in Hardline as well. Maybe DICE has some hand in that. I mean, Visceral Games have a close studio that's DICE LA that's not too far away from them. So I could see there being some collaboration on the multiplayer to get it to feel like a Battlefield game, because clearly the single player is not going to be anything like a Battlefield game, so the multiplayer has to have some sort of component of it. Otherwise, it would be kind of silly that it's called Battlefield.
As Carl Magnus said himself, I've been working with Visceral GM Steve Papoutzis and his team for several years on the Cops vs. Criminals concept, and we think you guys are going to love it. So, I mean, there's obviously some sort of cooperation going on there for a long time.
Yeah, and it's bigger than just, using the Frostbite engine. It's clearly DICE have been putting some man hours on this as well, and they are also, since both studios are working on Star Wars, I'm sure they have more collaborations going on now than ever before between two studios. So it's going to be very interesting to see the game and really hear more about the vision of what they're trying to do.
Yeah. All right. Next news story, another announcement, Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and we have a trailer for that Lasse will run in a little bit. So this is the third Lego Batman game. Again, it will feature not just Batman, but a lot of other of the DC superheroes. Locations like Hall of Justice, the Batcave, and Justice League Watchtower will be there. The main villain will be Brainiac, so Batman will team up with the other DC heroes.
Yeah, and not just the DC heroes, because Brainiac is the villain. So the other villains in the game will be teaming up with the heroes to kind of, because they figure out, hey, if the world and Gotham is destroyed, there's nothing for us to terrorize anymore. So they're going to have to, join hands and fight this greater evil. 150
characters has been promised. So I guess I'm the Lego guy here. I'm actually a little bit behind on the Lego games, but I think they're great and they continue to improve on the formula.
It's very difficult to keep up.
As you can see there, we have Cyborg. He is playable for the first time in the series.
Is that the first time he's in there?
I believe that is a quote that I heard when I was over at in England.
Yeah, I mean it must be difficult for them to find, because I believe the first couple of Lego Batmans, they probably had, they probably came close to cleaning out every sort of character that the fans wanted.
The first Lego Batman game was one of the older ones, so that didn't have too many, but it had most of the Batman characters. But the last one that was called Lego Batman was basically a DC Universe game, so it had everything, I thought. But,
and I think also what you
but I think they upped the ante with Lego Marvel superheroes, because that had way more characters than the Batman one. So they have to one up themselves all the time. So I'm sure they're going through the walls and trying to find just ways to flesh out the roster even more.
And also what you can tell from the trailer and perhaps from the name itself, Beyond Gotham. We're not going to be locked in Gotham here. They're taking the adventure to space.
But also I think
for
actually
a lot of it.
I was going to go with that. They're going more for, well, I guess the Batman looks a little bit different, but there's the whole Batman Beyond. Batman could be in there.
No, well, who knows, maybe.
We'll
but I believe the main concept is that they're fighting in space. Batman is getting a flight suit, so he's going to be more free roaming, but it's still not going to bypass the puzzles.
They're going to different lantern worlds, is the story in it.
Is it a case of doing less of a sort of a hub world and doing more of a traditional levels set after each other?
I'm not quite sure. I have
that would make sense.
Yeah, I have an interview that I haven't quite finished and exported. It's sitting on my computer over there. I'll try to get that up Monday with one of the devs. He didn't quite go into detail about that, but he said it's more freedom, is what he said.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, they've sort of combined the hub world with linear levels before, so maybe that's what they're going for.
But it's. I wonder how. I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't the same sort of hub world, because if it is going to different of the Green Lantern worlds, it's going to be really hard to have like a hub world that makes sense in the same way as it did in Lego Batman 2, where it was the city was the hub world.
Yeah.
Could be some sort of space center or something where you
and also I have to say that they're adding in more types of gameplay into the game. They showed off one thing at this event. Unfortunately, they didn't share B-roll with us, so we can't quite show you. I'll try to describe it the best I can. It looked like Resogun. Basically. You were fighting the Joker around the space station after the villains have taken it over, and it was basically a Lego version of Resogun.
Okay. For the most part. One thing is, we'll see if they're copying it too much, but one of the things I loved about my favorite of the Lego games, Lego Star Wars 3 Clone Wars, was that I felt that was more diverse in the gameplay. It had strategy levels, it had the normal Lego stuff, there was a lot of different stuff going on there, and so I'd like to see them expand on that, not just, hitting bricks.
Yeah, for sure.
Another question, of course, this is set for release this fall,
autumn,
right?
Autumn.
Early autumn. It's sort of, how much Batman can we take? We have another Batman game coming out there.
Do we? Hasn't that been delayed?
Oh, that's true. I was more thinking it would have made sense.
No, it's not officially delayed. It's not officially delayed, but we've been hearing a little bit of rumors about it.
It's hard to step around these rumors and confirmations and stuff.
I was more wondering, since we have the Batman Superman film coming up, that the next Lego Batman would come out when that came out, but I guess maybe they can do Lego Batman 4 by then.
Oh, they can do more than that. It's coming. There's got to be a fourth one. No, but I think that for TT Games and Warner Brothers, the Lego Batman games have been very successful. Of course, it's a property that they sort of have their hands on themselves, as opposed to Marvel or Pirates of the Caribbean or anything like that, where they've had to team up with someone else. So it makes sense that we're seeing more sequels for this one and more frequently, because it's their own stuff that they're working on. So it's much easier to get that out.
And also give the people what they want.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we sure want 4 or 5 Lego games a year.
I do.
Give me all the Lego.
Well, as long as they're good, I don't think there's any reason to complain.
In the past they have been, so if they keep on this streak, keep on rocking.
All right, next news story. Bethesda announces BattleCry. So this is, let me see, we have producer Rich Vogel, I guess. They created BattleCry Studios. And there was a lot of rumors about what they were making. Some people thought they were going to make Fallout Online. But now we have BattleCry announced. And you have seen that, right, Bengt?
I've even played it.
We can talk about it. You have the preview up, or?
Yeah, the preview should be up. I don't think it's up in all countries, but it's up in a number of countries. And we also have an interview with the design director, Lucas Davis, up on GRTV. And there should be news stories in every country about the announcement. So basically what this is an online multiplayer game that sort of sets the scenario that what if gunpowder was outruled because the World War came a lot sooner in this alternative history, and a decision was made to outlaw gunpowder, and instead any conflict is resolved in these sort of derelict war zones where you basically duel it out in a 32 on each side, 32 player deathmatch, or presumably other game modes as well, but deathmatch was what we played.
Nice.
So there's a lot of sort of heritage in this. I mean, obviously, Rich Vogel is one of the most. He's worked on MMOs for 20 years. He was the lead person behind Bioware Austin until he left the studio following the launch of Star Wars: The Old Republic. He set up a new studio, and a lot of people thought that, since Bethesda is doing the Elder Scrolls Online, this must be the studio they're setting up for Fallout Online, but obviously this was not the case. Instead, they're not doing an MMO at all. I mean, it has some sort of meta game in there, the war effort, but it's not really an MMO. It's a straightforward multiplayer game.
I zoned out a little bit there, just watching the trailer. It looks really nice.
Anything that caught your eye?
No, it's.
But so what?
I mean, it's a very bloody game, but it also features the art direction or the sort of the concepts of Viktor Andonov that you'll know from Half-Life and Dishonored. Yeah, and you can certainly tell that he's involved in this by just looking at the art style, and it makes for a more of a fleshed out backstory than perhaps what you'd expect for a multiplayer game.
Do we know what is coming out for what platforms?
It's PC only. PC is all they're talking about, and it's coming out. The beta is set to launch next year.
So it's still a long way out before we.
I mean, we're at the announcement.
I kind of felt like we could play it with both controller and keyboard, and it played really well with the controller. It's basically melee, and then there's some archer play in it, but it's not a shooter, so it certainly plays well. Third person, hack and slash gameplay plays very well with the controller. So if they want to bring it out to console, I'm sure they could, but there's no such plans.
And it's full on third person. There's no switching between first and third.
No, not at least not in the build that we played.
But I mean, a game that is that far out, anything could happen,
it would look,
really.
To say something, Dory, I don't think you would want to play in first person because just the number of enemies and the way they flay their swords around. I mean, it's chaotic enough when you're zoomed out a little bit, but if you're in first person, it would just be insane, and it wouldn't look very good because it would just be body parts flailing all over the place. I mean, when they pile up in a big thing, it could be like 20 people within just a few meters of each other, and yeah.
You haven't said anything negative yet.
No. I mean, this is fun. Right? I mean, it is fun. But what I wanted to, what we played is just basically we got to try out the mechanics of it, and the mechanics are solid enough. But they need to come out with some interesting game modes and flesh it out, give us a little bit more unique stuff to sort of really dig into. And I think what they're trying to do is that they want to have 3-faction warfare on one map, say, some sort of siege mode with 3 factions going for it, or a conquest mode with 3 factions. There's a lot of interesting potential in those kind of things. I could see that. So, we'll see what the full package will be like when they announce it.
And they're gonna show off some more at E3, or?
I think it's gonna be basically the same demo, but a few tweaks and additions. They only showed 3 classes to us, and I don't think they'll show the 4th and the 5th one at E3. But those are some of the more interesting ones. It's the brawler that has a metal arm and is obviously very much close range, and then the gadgeteer that's like a support character that will certainly add a wrinkle to the gameplay, because right now as it played a lot like you have to group up and you have to be close to your teammates, and it wasn't as tactical as I'd like it to be, but I think the gadgeteer will add a lot more tactical things to it.
Nice.
All right.
Next
Jump into one of the to the first of 2 Ubisoft stories about Watch Dogs, both of them as well. I think the first one is that Watch Dogs is the biggest launch in Ubisoft history, best-selling game at this point. And there we have 2 quotes that I'd like to read. The first one is from creative director Jonathan Morin. I once said that the buzz around Watch Dogs was driven by the incredible passion of our early fans. Today we broke the record for the biggest first-day sales in Ubisoft history. I can never say it enough. Thank you, everyone. We love you all for your passion and your creativity. And then we have Ubisoft co-founder and CEO Yves Guillemot adding, Watch Dogs is an amazing achievement in our team. Watch Dogs is an amazing achievement, and our team should be proud that the creativity, innovation, and long hours they invested in making this game are paying off. It's great to see so many customers enjoying playing the game, and it shows that Watch Dogs has cracked the code for developing a new blockbuster IP and a thoroughly new gen experience.
Yeah. Bengt, do you want to chime in on?
Well, first of all, let's just take a look at how impressive it is that this new IP is actually beating any Assassin's Creed game, anything else that Ubisoft have had, any Far Cry, any Tom Clancy game, anything at day one. Obviously, it had a lot of pre-orders last fall, and it continued to get a lot of more pre-orders until its eventual release. But this is an amazing feat, regardless of anything. Just the fact that it managed, a new IP managed to outsell any sequel that Ubisoft have ever done on day one is it's a great testament to the strength of this sort of the concept, I would say, because this concept is what really got people excited. I also like to say that it's interesting that because this is basically the one major AAA game that had that kind of pulling power at all this month. I mean, there were some other games, Wolfenstein, etc., but nowhere near as big. And it also shows that, picking a date that doesn't conflict with anything else can be a very lucrative thing to do. And it will mean that we could see this caliber game, this kind of big blockbuster release, at other times than October, November that we usually see them in. So that's also a good thing, and I think that's something that hopefully developers and publishers will take away from it. So
yeah. I think you said all that needs to be said. So let's. That's good. We got more Watch Dogs coming up. A little. I don't know. I was about to say a fun story, but I guess this is not.
Yes and no.
This is also very serious. So, for people out there not working in the industry, we often get weird things sent to the office.
Yeah, without any labels.
Yeah, where you're like, what is this? I actually got one recently where we thought it was a game, and it wasn't. It was just a platter or something. And we're like, what is this quote? This story is about an Australian news site or web or
gaming site.
Paper. Yeah. I think something. They got a package. They opened it. They see this weird box that we can see. Maybe Les can get it up. And there's room for code and stuff. They don't know what it is. They type in the code that's in the letter or something, and it starts beeping. And they're like, "What is this?" And they call the bomb squad. So the police had to come and all this stuff. And in the end, it was just PR work from Ubisoft.
On Watch Dogs.
Yeah, because that fits with the game.
Yeah.
Bengt, have you ever gotten a lookalike bomb in the mail?
No, not quite. But I mean, you do. There has been occasions when you have to really, my God, why do they spend money on things like this? I mean, obviously this one got a lot of attention, got a lot of publicity, so money well spent in one way. But there's a lot of weird things. I got a vinyl player sent to me once with the announcement of Brutal Legend on a vinyl.
Awesome.
And apparently there was this message if you played the vinyl backwards. There was a message on it. But you heard of a lot of things. I heard that EA sent out brass knuckles for the release of Godfather in the States, and apparently broke some laws because that is considered a weapon. And sending that across state lines is a federal crime in the States. So they got into some hot water for that. Acclaim, of course, were the kings of stupid PR stunts. They typically didn't do it like surprises, like in this case, but they had things like if you named your kid Turok, you would get something, or if you drove too fast on the day of the release of Burnout 2, you could send your speed ticket to Acclaim and they would pay for it. Things like this that just,
I mean, it's PR. They're hoping to get
Someone is trying
attention,
too
and that's the
hard.
same thing when they send us stuff in the office. Some of it, I am surprised at what they're sending, not just because of creativity, but also because this must cost a lot of money. But I guess if we write about it, if it gets coverage, then it might be cheaper than buying, ads and stuff. And maybe they can do both. Maybe they can go viral.
Yeah, it's like I can remember before they rebranded XCOM the Bureau.
I was thinking of that. We got a weird box.
And then we got a
big box.
A big box, and in it was like a lighter with Eretat Vidum written on it, and
there were like blueprints and like
and shredded intel and stuff. And I was like, well, okay. But
Yeah. I mean, it's. I think it used to be even more of this kind of thing, and I think it's worse in the U.S. and the major markets. But and I think a lot of the things that we get is sort of spill off from that. I mean, they made it for the U.S. outlets. They have some for Europe. Let's send this, and it gets even weirder for us to get this kind of thing. Personally, I'm like, it feels a little bit wasteful. Some of this, there's a lot of, why, but and of course you're saying yes, maybe they wanted to go viral, yes and no. I think a lot of it is also, trying to get into the head of the journalist. If you send them something that'll make them think, something that they'll think about. That means that we're thinking about the game. Maybe we'll write a little bit more about it. Maybe our coverage will be somehow different for it. I don't know. I think that is also part of it. Getting your game sort of to the forefront of the minds of those writing about it could be one reason as well. But I think that in this case, it may have gotten a lot of publicity, but not the kind that Ubisoft were looking for.
Then again, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
So they say.
Well,
I remember the story with the zombie torso thing, but that was more the collector's edition, right?
Oh, for Dead Island.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was good publicity.
Yeah, that was tasteless. But I mean, there's been quite a lot. I mean, one of the worst things I think personally was the slaughtering of a goat at a God of War event.
I didn't even know about that.
That was a press event in Greece, and they thought it was a good idea to slaughter a goat.
I wonder if that guy still has a job.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's farming.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know, but I don't think there's one guy that approved that either.
It goes through several layers.
I'm sure some intern got the blame or something.
Yeah. The guy who actually owned the goat, maybe.
The goat got the blame. The guy who took the blame, he is the goat.
Yeah.
All right.
Scapegoat.
Next news story. This is your game, right, Bengt? I feel like this is actually your game. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare.
Yeah. We wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't for me.
Well, actually, you seem to like it quite a bit as well.
I quite enjoyed it. The 2 streams that we had on it,
Anyway, it's coming out for PlayStation, PS3, PS4. It will be running in 1080p, 60 frames on PS4. You will get the 2 DLC expansions, and it's coming August 21st, 22nd, so that must be 22nd here in Europe, probably. And it's also Vita. Oh, that's remote play on Vita through the PS4. And there's a PlayStation app with something on it there as well. So, Bengt, are you gonna double dip, get some trophies?
We know that it came out. We played it.
No, I don't think I will double dip because basically it's the same game. So,
but then you can play against
a little bit higher resolution.
These are typically the first
but absolutely, I think it's great news for PlayStation fans because this has really been one of the more pleasant surprises that I've had on Xbox One, and it's certainly a game that deserves a larger audience. I think obviously the DLC that you get is also free on Xbox One, so it's already there, you could say, on Xbox One, and hopefully there will be even more DLC by the time that it comes out on PlayStation. But it's nice, and I think they sort of teased a little bit that maybe there will be some PlayStation specific content as well. They had this promo picture of a fly shooter.
Oh wait, now I just got interested.
Yeah, that sort of looked like maybe there would be some. I mean, customization options is a big deal for Plant vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. So I think it would kind of stand to make sense that now that it's coming out a little bit later on PlayStation, maybe they'll have some sort of customizations that will remind us of PlayStation franchises, or even classes of the specific types of the classes that will be looking like PlayStation characters. I can see that certainly, and that would be fun. It's a very humoristic game, but it's I have had a lot of fun with it. I've played maybe 50 hours, and I think it's certainly a lot of fun, both in co-op and in multiplayer. And looks like the PS4 version is getting the same kind of bonuses as the Xbox One version compared to PS3 and Xbox 360. You get the split screen local multiplayer and the Zomboss mode in PS4. And I would say if you got both, you should definitely go with the PS4 version.
Yeah, I don't know. One thing I'd like to, I'm a little bit, when this came out, I was like, this, of course it's coming out for PlayStation, I thought. But it's a little bit weird to me that Microsoft spends money on a title like this to get timed exclusive. But I guess it's just because it's also cheaper than doing with a AAA game.
Well, I mean, obviously Microsoft and EA signed some sort of big time deal prior to this generation launching, and Titanfall and this game was part of it. Peggle 2, also exclusive, also a weird one to get, because it's, I mean, but both this and Peggle, I feel are like, they're kind of casual games. It doesn't really sway people one way or another. It's just, and but at the same time, I mean, I'm sure this is sort of part of a larger deal, I think. And also, I think it's probably partly because PopCap is kind of a small studio, so they probably wanted to focus on one or two formats to begin with. And then maybe this deal was made so it suited them as well in how they work with the game. I could see that as well.
Yeah, sure. We have 15 minutes, so we need to move quickly on these next news pieces.
Spend all 15 on Red Dead, because this is awesome. Well, I guess there's nothing really new. There's been a lot of talk about whether we'll get more Red Dead Redemption, and whether, because this was only out on PS3, 360. It was never out on PC, which some people are still suffering from.
Yeah. Although I did steal away your PS3 for a while there, and I ran through the entire thing.
Awesome game.
Yeah.
So what has happened now is at a conference, let me find the quote. We have a quote, the important thing. So they talked, let me get the name, why can't I find it? Anyway, I'll give you the quote first.
Selnick, right? It's Stanley Selnick.
So what he said that is very interesting is, I pretty much know the ones that I can assure you are permanent. He's talking about the franchises.
Yeah, the Rockstar.
Yeah. It's obvious that GTA is a permanent franchise, as long as we keep delivering the incredible quality. It seems quite obvious that Red Dead is a permanent franchise, again with the same caveat. Or Borderlands, for example, and NBA and others.
No, he was talking about Take-Two.
Yeah, but it is...
Not Rockstar franchises, sorry about that.
But so he is confirming that at some point, when they feel like they have a Red Dead game that's of the quality of the first one, we'll get another Red Dead.
I mean, can you just imagine if Red Dead had been a Ubisoft game instead?
The thing is, I so badly want another Red Dead that I just give me one. Give me a PS4 version of the old one. I'll pay full price. I'll pay more than full price for that actually.
Everyone seems to forget that there is already two games.
Well, true. Red Dead Revolver.
It's kind of funny.
That's very different.
Yeah, it is, and of course, I don't know if you guys remember when we first saw Red Dead Redemption. I think it was at the PlayStation 3 unveiling, the first one. They had it wasn't named or anything. There was just a teaser. Obviously, this is a subject matter that is very sort of lucrative, and I can't imagine this not being the next game from Rockstar. I mean, it would be crazy if there's not a new Red Dead announced within the next year, because it's already been so long. And
do you think we'll get a PS4, Xbox One version of the original? No.
No.
PC version? No.
Probably not.
I think the ship has sailed on that, to be honest. I think if they'd done it within 2 years, then they could have stand to have made some money. But now it's just like, if you bring out that today, and you're still hanging on, not bringing out GTA 5 on PC, that would be the sort of definition of insanity. True. I mean, Red Dead is a good game, and it certainly would sell some on PC now, but but it's weird. I mean, they basically just turned down money.
But maybe they're doing. Could see GTA coming to next gen and PC at some point this year, and then like next year they're announcing the next Red Dead. At the same time, they're like, yeah, but like now the old Red Dead is out, and in a year you'll get the next one. Sort of like part of the marketing campaign.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but at the same time, that's like it's not like it's just to put it out. You have to put a lot of work into it, and I don't really see the potential in that.
I just feel the thing for me when new games are coming out and you get in that whole campaign thing, I get the urge to play the old ones, especially a franchise that I like. So when like a new Uncharted is announced, I'm like, I want to go back and play the old ones. And if they're then like, you can't buy the old one, HD version, all DLC, I don't know, something that could work.
Yeah, I'm just kind of against the whole sort of idea of releasing or re-releasing games too much. I think I would rather see the developers working on the next one.
I get that. If you haven't played Red Dead, go back and do it now before you pack away your old consoles. And like I'd say, the Undead Nightmare is the best DLC.
Yeah,
ever.
like full conversion DLC.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
All right.
I mean, I'll just say to the camera, if you release Red Dead on PC, I'll buy it. So gimme.
There's one.
I'll buy it on PC. I'll buy a PC.
You'll buy a PC to play it. But yeah.
All right. Next news story.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it would sell, but I'm just, if they hesitate in bringing GTA 5 onto PC,
but that will happen.
Then there's no
it's gotta happen.
To see Red Dead on PC.
Maybe like box, get both. Next news story: Nadella, who is the CEO of Microsoft now, the new one from like a year ago or something, has no plans to sell off the Xbox division. So there was all this talk and quotes taken out of context.
And shareholders saying that he should do it.
And I think most of it really stemmed from Bill Gates saying that he would be allowed to do it or something, or they had considered it.
Which is basically...
It was all this stuff that just escalated. But basically now he's saying he has no intent of selling off the Xbox division.
Or change the direction that it's on right
Microsoft, now. So, surprised?
No, not at all. I mean, basically, it's a lot of people trying to put something into the Bill Gates quote that wasn't really there. I mean, Bill Gates just expressed that, of course, I will support anything that our CEO would want to do, which is, why? Of course he would, At the same time, what Nadella is expressing here is basically this is an integrated part of our business. Even though, you could look at it like, oh, we're only making money in this part and this part, Xbox is part of it, of a bigger strategy, and that's, they're keeping it. And obviously, this would be the worst possible time to sell it as well.
Also, isn't this the first time?
It's not like Microsoft need money, so why on earth would you sell a business that is not really reaching its potential right now? It just doesn't make any sense.
The only thing that I'm surprised about this news piece is that it took so long for him to confirm it.
Yeah, but I don't think they really. I don't really think they considered it to be like haven't said anything. So why?
I was thinking, if you don't comment on it, it goes.
Yeah, maybe.
But that makes it weird to say it now. But I guess he was interviewed or something.
I mean, it was he was interviewed, so he was asked a direct question about it, and that's I have to answer it. But I don't think they really considered that. This is just
Yeah, moving on.
I just want to say it also don't make sense to me in the way that Xbox is sort of the only part of Microsoft that's ever been considered like cool. So if you sell off that brand, I mean, it would only be to boost Xbox.
The soon was super cool.
Yeah. Do you have a soon?
No.
If Dory does, no one is not cool. That's my point.
I think you're correct about some of that. It's that Xbox actually has a positive connotation, which is something that even though Windows is the biggest thing in the world, it's got a negative connotation. So if you wanna get into a sort of a softer market space, which I believe entertainment, that sort of thing, Xbox is the brand they want to use, and it doesn't make any sense to sell it off.
All right.
For the next 2 news pieces, I'm gonna run off and make sure that my scare cave is functional.
Okay.
I'm sure that you can talk about PS Plus on your own.
No.
So see you in a couple minutes.
On the flip side.
No, that's not yet.
But what's he doing?
You don't want to know. We'll get a camera in there eventually, but we'll let him have some alone time in there first. So the next news story is we have an update on PlayStation Plus. It's the 4-year anniversary for PlayStation Plus. And it seems to have become sort of a tradition that they have some sort of update, and I guess we'll hear more about it at E3, up to the PlayStation Plus service. And this time it is that we'll get 2 games on each console, and that it'll update the same way every month. Before we had some games staying there in the instant game collection for 2 months, and some shorter and some longer.
Yeah.
So the thing that sticks out to me here, Bengt, is that they seem to have been struggling a little bit with having enough game on PS4. So they must be confident that they can hit that now. Now they need to deliver 2 PS4 games every month.
Yeah. And it's probably also a fact, something that should be considered, is that I think that there is a much larger PS Plus membership number count these days, and I've been speculating about how the business side of this is set up, but I can understand. I probably think that rather than Sony paying a certain amount per user downloading each game to whatever publisher it is that's involved, I think it's more of a fixed sum. So when you have a bigger user base, you can afford to give away more if you have the fixed sum for each of the games, because you get more money in when you have more users. So I think that probably the economy of PS Plus has improved, and that's why Sony can do this a little bit different. Yeah, they can offer more, and also of course you have a much larger library of games on PS4 now than what we had before, and I also think people have been a little bit. I mean, I'm not a fan of people complaining about free stuff.
Again, free.
But some PS4 owners have been.
Well, sort of free. What? You are paying for the service, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Well.
But I agree with you. People are complaining too much.
People don't even give the game a chance, and they say, "Oh, it's one of those indie games." Blah blah. This isn't. Of course, it's not AAA.
But you can't give all the AAA games away right away. Then people won't buy any games.
Exactly. And should we take a look at the games that are joining us
but
this month?
Before you do that, I was gonna... Oh, no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's just do that then. No, I want to say, I think the service, the way they really earn money is actually how we end up... Well, not end up... We're gonna play Outlast DLC today. I got that free on PlayStation Plus. We're like, let's play it. I ended up buying it. I wouldn't have bought that DLC. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have bought the game. So by giving me that free game, I ended up buying the DLC, and I think they earn a lot of money that way. It's been like that with multiple games where the new game comes out, you get the first one for free or something like that. And I've ended up spending a lot of money like that.
I think that's true for some games, but I think it's also like for some games that can't be true because there's no DLC or it's not, it's very old or whatever. But I do feel that they're paying something, and of course that's also why we see a lot of Sony games on there, because that's free for them to
But
hand
it could
out,
be
so
the whole word
that
of mouth as well. If I play a game that I've gotten PlayStation Plus, then my friends who don't have Plus next month might buy it. Anyway, let's get on to the games.
Multiplayer games, for sure. Multiplayer games, that's a big deal. Yeah.
So we're getting Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate on PS4, NBA 2K14 PS3, Mutant Mods Deluxe and Terraria on Vita, Sly Cooper Thieves of Time, that's the new one on PS3, and Trying to Complete Story on PS4.
Yep. You know, it's not none of the blockbusters, but it's interesting to see a sports release this soon for free.
That's sort of big, but I guess it's
not
because it's the old generation.
Yeah, I don't think we'd see the next gen one here quite yet, but it's interesting and it's a very good game. So if you've been on the fence picking up an NBA title, you should definitely give it a download.
We might actually stream it next week. It's not completely decided, but we might. So.
Yeah. And we've on the PS4, of course, Trying 2 came out at around launch. I think was it a launch title? Maybe not. But it's a very good game.
I love Pixel Junk Shooter. Love that.
Yeah, that's also a very good game. That's actually coming out now, right? It's coming out at this time.
All these games are June, so that should be next week. We'll get that update next Wednesday in Europe and Tuesday in the US.
But Pixel Junk isn't out yet, is it? I mean, Trying 2 is already out.
I don't think I don't think Trying is out on PS4 yet either. It might be.
It isn't?
It might be.
I thought it came out.
Okay, you own a PS4,
early.
I don't, so you might be right.
I'm gonna check it out, but keep talking. Keep talking.
I think actually we should jump ahead. We have the last news story where we need to talk about 4 delays. So let's do that, and then we'll get an update from you at the end, Bengt.
We save the bad news for last, right?
Yeah. So the last news story is, as I said, we have some delays. The first one is The Order, which I am very, very excited for. They also released a new trailer and some new information. Thoughts on that quickly?
Can I interrupt you? Yes, it was actually a launch title, Trying to
launch title for PS4.
So
okay.
Yeah.
So The Order is delayed, which I think is a good thing, by the way. Again, I tend to think that, but I'd rather have a great game in a year than a decent one now.
Yeah. The one thing that I'm concerned about is the fact that it leaves a hole in Sony's fall release schedule.
But listen to this, Bengt. I've talked to, I think it was Magnus about this. End of E3 will be a Last Guardian trailer. It will be out November or something this year. Take note.
Well, the last thing that abandons us is hope, right? I certainly think that Sony has a couple of titles that will be out in this year for PS4 that they're going to reveal at E3, certainly. But at the same time, it's like, we've been hearing rumors that this delay would happen. It's not a complete surprise. This is.
I actually thought it was like they had sort of confirmed it already.
Yeah. Well, it was sort of 2014, late 2014. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. I mean, we don't really have anything to add here other than the fact that Gamereactor was falsely accused of leaking this.
The Evil Within you're talking about now? Or The Order?
What?
Were we accused of leaking The Order?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
The delay came up on Twitter. Someone said that someone at Gamereactor told them that.
That's true. Yeah, and we didn't.
Yeah, and of course we were very confused because no one had been at any event for this game. No one had heard anything. We couldn't make sense of any of that. Of course, then the game was delayed, so we sort of were. It's a weird situation of where where we're sort of accused of leaking something. Turns out to be true. Yeah, but of course it's not a good thing because it complicates our relations with publishers and whatnot. People see us as someone who will talk loosely about it, a possible delay with someone who's ready to post it on Twitter. That's not a good thing, and I'd just like to point that out. But
it wasn't us.
At least the delay was true. So.
All right, but let's jump ahead to The Evil Within. It's been pushed to October 24th. originally supposed to be released August 29th. This is the new game by Shinji Mikami, a horror game, which we have a trailer that I actually really like, where you just see people get scared. So I guess this is sort of a teaser for how Dory will look in a little bit.
I played a couple of hours of it a couple of weeks back. Previews up on the site. I'm not surprised that they're delaying it because we got to play it on PC because, and I quote the PR, the next gen or new gen versions of the demos weren't, polished and completed enough to have us play it. So, if you haven't, if you can't do that, if you're that rushed to get the E3 demos ready, I think that it's probably a good thing to delay the game a little bit to add polish. And, likely it has to do with, making sure that all the different versions are equal.
I just want to say it's so disgusting, some of the clips in that trailer.
It's one of those games that scares you not only by jump scares, but also by, just creeping you out with the stuff you're doing. There's a section of it where you have to probe brains, dissected brains. That was a little bit queasy for me, at least. But
I'm not a fan of those. You can go back and watch when I play the horror game, and that you'll see how I feel about those sort of games.
I'm really excited about this game. It really impressed me what I played. Technically, it's not cutting edge, but there's certainly something there in terms of atmosphere and gameplay and just the creepiness of the whole thing that appeals to me.
All right, we're actually out of time, but let's take the last two quickly. So Steam machines have been delayed as well. I'm a little bit confused about this because isn't it multiple companies making them, and can't they just release their machines when they're? I mean, it's basically just a PC they're releasing.
Yeah. I think it has to do with like the full-on release of the software and
but I mean the new version of that. Have they signed a contract with Valve where they're like, we can't put our machine out until until Valve says?
Well, they can put it out there, but it's not an official Steam machine then, I think. So, and I know also I think it has to do with the controller.
Yeah, now that's going wireless. How do you feel about that? Are you going to get a Steam machine?
Probably my next PC is going to be a Steam machine in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure it's going to be an official one, but so I think it's something that anyone who's interested in PC gaming should care about. But I'm not. It's not something that I'm like counting down the days to the launch. It's just something that'll be there. It's going to be part of the PC ecosystem when it launches. So,
do you want to say something?
Yes. First of all, we're going to play a trailer for the DLC while we finish setting up. And then I want to ask you, did we manage to find a way to run the audio both through the headphones and into our...
Not on the
PS4?
No.
Nope. So stay tuned for slight sound issues maybe.
Is there no headphone jack in the TV?
Not on the TV that I grabbed from our TV trash
Well, stay tuned for that. Super exciting. Last news story. Quantum Break is also delayed.
Why did I come back?
Yeah, well, you did. It's your fault now. Bengt, you take this. I think you know better.
Yeah, it's another one of those games that hadn't really have a date, but we sort of assumed late 2014 for it. Now it's confirmed for 2015. I made a joke the other day. 2014 has been delayed. It's now coming in 2015.
I like that one. That's good.
It feels a lot like that. This year is not going to be as big as we were hoping at the start of it. So,
I just want to say we got Infamous. We're getting Last of Us on PS4. It's enough. I'm happy.
Yes, we're getting 2013 in 2014.
They should start putting into the trailers like coming autumn 2014, and then underneath to be delayed.
Why don't they just put in coming soon or something actually, or coming eventually?
I mean, I guess it's like there are some. Yeah, I mean, some people do. I mean, you can take Blizzard. They usually don't have release windows or
I
anything
just
when
feel
they
like there's a
announce
lot of
games.
negative connotation with the delay always. I don't mind it because I'm like,
Yes.
okay, that means that they're taking
Yes.
care of it and want to put it out when it's done. But I feel like we're getting,
Yeah.
there's a lot of negativity around those games when they announce the delay. So why not try to avoid that?
I think
Maybe we'll
some
get
of
that
it,
now.
some of it is that if you're a publicly traded company, you need to make the market aware when your big releases are going to come.
True, but that's not why they're doing this.
Then you delay it.
I mean, they don't need to put it in a trailer.
I think some of it is because they need to sort of point to which fiscal year or quarter that the game is going to hit. But I mean, it's also about sort of positioning yourself. Like if you announce we're coming out then, everyone else in the business sort of sort themselves out according to that. I mean, that's why you see Call of Duty at the same week every year, because, you know, and everyone else is sort of moving away from that date. You know, it's part of that sort of whole thing. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, don't tell us, you know.
Yeah.
Just say we don't know yet.
Any finishing comments on this? But I just want to say one thing I remember now, the whole Plus thing. Like, we are getting AAA stuff in the fall now, like Drive Club and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It will happen as well. So just
even though I have to say the Drive Club thing, more or less of a trial version to me.
But I mean, it's getting there. That is sort of a bigger thing.
Absolutely, and I hope we're getting more than that. I would really like to see Killzone multiplayer.
I mean, we actually had a Sony rep on the last time I played Outlast say that yes, AAA games on PlayStation Plus is happening. He confirmed that here with us.
Yeah, I think that once PS4 is 1 year old, I'm sure we're gonna see quite a few AAA titles. I can see Knack being a free title.
Yeah.
For instance. You know, probably third parties will also jump on that, but it'll take some time to get there until we get there, because it's obviously, you know, you don't want to. Sales are much more important than being on PS Plus, you know, because you make a lot more money selling a game than giving it away for free on PS Plus. So makes sense. But you know, I'm already I'm a little bit concerned now. 2 games per month on PS4. My hard drive is going to need an
I'm going to do that day one soon. When I get one. Huge hard drive for sure. Anyway, I think Dory can't wait to get back into the little cave out there. So let's let him. Thank you for joining us, Bengt, and thank you guys for watching the first half.
Yes, and let's roll the trailer for the Outlast DLC.
And have a nice weekend, because I'm gonna
he's out
get
of here.
lost. Play some PlayStation.
Roll trailer.
Yes,
it's going to go.
when I was a boy, my mother often said to me, get married, boy, and see how happy you will be. I have looked all over, but no girl can I find that will seem to be just like the little girl I have in mind. I will have to look around until the right one I have found. I want a girl like the
Stay there and cook.
Whew. Okay, so let's set up a new game. New game in Whistleblower, of course. Now I'm thinking, what do I want to play? Normal, hard, nightmare? I think I'm gonna go for nightmare. Yes. No, hard. Let's not get too crazy. Lasse, if you're listening, can you maybe get me the iPad with the chat? I want to read what the people are saying. In the meantime, we'll boot up the game. Whew. Yes. Okay, I'm cheating a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of a light from the iPad, but, you know. Okay, so write in the chat. Does everybody see me? Let's hope so. A lot of loading. Okay. Now, it should be said I haven't played Outlast at all. So, let's see what happens. I've read that this is a prequel of the game, proper, and we'll find some answers to the story. It'll all be news to me, but open those eyes.
Wake up, but open your eyes. What's the matter?
Hey, how rude. Did you have to finish the story to play Whistleblower engine? Corbin is asking. No, there's a new game, Whistleblower, right off the bat. So you can just jump straight into the DLC. If you so choose. I think we can actually turn off the light here, since we have light from the TV. That's even better. Let's see.
You're not happy about it? Shit. Come on.
How's that? Yeah, that should work. Ah! Okay. Oh, the autofocus is going crazy on the camera. Let's hope that stops. The idea was that I was going to use this camera because it was supposed to have night vision, and then of course it doesn't, but minor problem. It is quite dark in here. Quite dark. I'm gonna turn on this light again for you guys. You don't know me. Have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. I did 2 weeks of software consult at Murkoff Psychiatric Assistance Facilities in Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs I'm very much breaking right now, but seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happening here. Don't understand it. Don't believe half of the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy going too deep, finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People being hurt, and Murkoff is making money. He needs to be exposed. Yep. Sending off that email. So that's what brings the reporter to the facility. So I'm playing a different character here. Let's, yeah. Oh, hey friend. Let me just quickly go into the options and turn this. Where's the ass? There we go.
3 times there's something urgent at the engine. What are you doing in here anyway? I thought you were just a software guy.
Wayland Park, employee 1466.
This looks very grainy.
Parts per million. Yeah, those are precursors to precursors. You're Wayland Park, aren't you? Why weren't you answering the page? I'll tell them you're incoming.
I wasn't. Oh, I was gonna close that. I wasn't racing a barn, so. What are you writing there? It's moving on.
Christ, Wayland, hurry up. They're waiting on you.
Yeah. There's no dash button. I'm moving as fast as I can. Or is there? No.
Gotta get close. Next patient's incoming and arterial spin is still dark. We need you at the front center.
What the hell?
Page him again. We need this Park guy in here now.
Park.
Finally.
Okay.
Functional imaging interfaces and talking to the ASL.
Time to hack, yo.
30 seconds out and we're blind inside his head.
Call into the chamber. Ask them to delay.
No. I don't need another performance evaluation. Mr. Park here is going to have us up and running before we even know it.
Oh, subtitles on. That's a good idea. Let's do that real quick. What am I doing here? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Happy, Mr. Park?
Whoa.
Steve? fMRI is still dark.
You're doubting our friend, Mr. Wayland Hart? Which I consider more than unkind to his programming skill and considerable dedication to the Murkoff Corporation. Fuck me, they're bringing him in.
They're going to rape me. Oh, damn. Trigger warning. Oh.
Hey, calm yourself. This is a high security.
It's all right, Agent. Mr. Park was just surprised. I'm sure he's still calm and eager to finish his work. Take your seat.
Okay.
Quickly, Mr. Park. It will need to roll if the fusion monitoring is not active when you put him in the engine. 5 seconds. 4, 3.
Oh. Sorry, buddy. Just doing my job.
You're finished, Mr. Wayland Park. Leave. Don't expect anything but honesty in my review of your performance.
Okay, need to go back to the room, sir. Yeah. I'm moving on. Oh, I can jump. Can I run? Oh, I can actually run. That'll come in handy later, I guess.
Somebody's been telling stories outside of class.
Uh-oh.
On the floor! Down! Hands where I can see them!
Mr. Wayland Park, consulting contract 8208. Software engineer with a level 3 security clearance. Graduated cum laude from Berkeley, but still somehow not smart enough to realize that the last thing a fly ought to do in a spider's web is wiggle.
Hey!
Somehow dumb enough.
It's okay, it was a company
laptop,
computer.
onion router, and firewall patch would be enough to fool the world's leading supplier of biometric security. Stupid, Mr. Park. More than stupid. In fact, that was crazy. I'm afraid we're going to have you committed. Mr. Park, will you willingly submit to forced confinement? Did you hear that, Agent?
He said yes, Mr. Blair.
Oh, and did I just hear Mr. Wayland Park volunteer for the morphogenic engine program?
Well, that's what I heard, Mr. Blair.
That was brave indeed, Wayland. The Murkoff Corporation and the onward march of science both appreciate your bravery and sacrifice. Maybe you could administer Mr. Park here a light anesthetic.
Gladly.
Hot damn. Okay. See if I can hit the light of the camera here. Yeah, good enough. And we're loading again. That was an interesting opening, to say the least. Gave me a little bit of a Half-Life 3 flashback there for a minute, you know, with the whole walking through a like Mesa-ish type of facility, but I guess they're going to be sticking tubes up me now. Unfortunate. Oh! Free, motherfucker! Can't. Yes. The inmates are running the asylum. Oh snap. Oh, yes, I will have that. Thank you very much. Looks like my friend here had a pretty bad day. Both of them. I'm fine, so I'll be moving on then.
Wallflower, pretty flower, fucking. I'll open you up. I'll send you up and show you.
I'm out of here. Yes. Did he follow? Oh snap. Haha. The inmates are running the asylum. I don't think I will. Oh, oh. I'm not gonna go in there. Guess I am coming in here.
Our peeping Tom. Come to join our therapy session. Here, take the blade. Keep it rounding our friend here. Get a little red on your hands. It's always healthy to express yourself. You keep it bottled up too long and you might do something you regret. No. You're one of those. Too good for the likes of us. Think you're different? Something special? There are no observers here. Now, get the fuck out of here before I change my mind.
Don't mind if I do. Oh shit.
Come back here!
No, what the hell? Whew. That was unfortunate. Wonder if I can sneaky sneaky.
Come back here!
Oh. Saved by the door. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go up here before he figures out how to open the door. Yeah, you stay out there. How do I turn on the... There we go.
Bad idea. We get out of here through reception, and then Merc Tactical will clean it up.
If they get here in time, we need help now. If we get them on the radio, the National Guard could be here with it.
We don't even know the radio works.
It's shortwave. If the prison's got electricity, they've got signal, and the lights are on.
Murkoff has it under control.
Yeah, I noticed. We need to get to that radio.
Not if I get there first.
You want responsibility for every legally shaky thing you did on the Murkoff Company payroll? I know I don't.
It's too late to worry about that. This just has to stop.
You're scared. You're not thinking straight. Let me make something clear. You try to radio outside for help. I'm gonna give you a whole new something to be scared of.
Are you threatening me?
Yes.
That was quite clear. Where do I put the... I'm gonna check the options here, sorry about that, but I need to figure out... how to turn on the night vision. There you go. Press all the buttons. Guy chilling in the corner. No other way out. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go out. Creepy. Yeah, you don't get me with funny noises. Oh.
Help me, please. I'm a doctor. I need to get home to my... You're not security. I'm a patient like you. Stole these clothes from a...
It doesn't quite work when you start out with I was a doctor.
Get me out of here. Please, just push the button. Open the door. We can get out of here together.
I wonder if there's another button to push. Eh. Hey, friend. Oh, I think I'm out of here. Yep, clean me good. What's in here? Oh, nothing. Okay. Oh, okay. Guess I won't be going up there then. Oh, I still have a reporter's notebook. That's handy. Where am I going? This is quite locked. Thank you very much. These guys ran in here, but they didn't come out. Is there a secret button? For Satan. Can I get through here? No? Okay, friends in the chat. Feel free to tell me how stupid I am and help me, point me into the right direction. Because I don't see anything here. There's gotta be a simple solution to this that I'm just not seeing. Nope. Maybe I was onto something by going up here. No. Yes! God damn it. Okay. No batteries for me? Oh, nope. Man, things went bad and they went bad quick. Wonder what's cooking? Yeah. Should have known. Trying to conserve battery here as much as possible. I don't have a spare one. Hot damn. Maybe I should, you know, pull my hair back. It's a quite good look. Long beard, hair back, blood spatter all over. I might pull that off. But let's try to get out of here without all of him. Yep. Yep, I'm out of here. Don't worry. Huh. Another dead end. He's really enjoying himself. Isn't there a button? Ah, there is a way. Hide. Nope, nothing here. Okay, half a battery. Oh dear.
I made it. I think it's safe. Can you climb up? I'm coming, Cooper! I just have to lock the... There. I'm coming! Hold on!
Okay, so I can get over here in a pinch. Let's see what's in here. Unlock the handcuffs. Need to find a key. Okay, so we are going this way. Pro tip, Dory, be scared. Be very scared. So far, not really. A little bit nervous, yeah.
I can smell you.
Okay. Guess he wasn't satisfied with his previous prey. Just be moving in here. Out of sight, out of mind. Oh.
Feed me! Feed me! Feed me! Feed me!
Yeah. I guess you noticed. Heh. Let's try that again. Oh, I made a mistake. Yeah, get back. Reset. Let's try this again. Try this one more time. Need to be. I'm too aggressive for stealth games a lot of the time. So hope I can get this done this time around. Where is he? Is he in there? Where did he go? Okay, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Oh, no, he's coming. Oh shit! God damn it. Sorry if this is boring to look at, I'm just not better than this. There's no... I haven't seen any Wait, can I? I haven't seen any places to hide when I get through that corridor there. Yeah, you going through there. That's where I like you. It's over there. Okay. He's coming this way. He is coming this way. If I stay here in the darkness, will he notice me?
Mine! You were mine!
Yes. Ball crusher. Dory, pro tip, just Leroy. Leroy Jenkins. Well, we can try one run like that. Let's try that. Why not? So there he is. He goes back. Go after him. As soon as he runs the corner, I'm gonna Leroy Jenkins the fuck out of it. He's coming back. No. Okay, great. I'm stuck. God damn it! Okay, what's there? They can smell you, Dory. Oh, guess I wasn't able to take a shower before all this started. So we're spending the next hour on this. I have to say, I played Daylight, of course, on the stream earlier. This I'm enjoying a lot more, even though I'm, well, stuck-ish. Just go chill. There's nothing to eat here. God damn it. He seems to have quite random pathing though, so I mean, he's moving the same places but not quite in the same order, so trying to outsmart him that way isn't quite working. Where is he? Where is he? There. He didn't see me, didn't see me, didn't see me. Oh, snap. And I have no night vision. I have no idea what's going on. Fuck. Guess I should have saved up some batteries. Anyway. Is this the door that I came through is the question. Fuck.
Mine! You were mine!
Uh-oh. Yeah. I didn't have the camera on. Thank you in the chat. I saw that a little bit too late. Okay. But now we have an idea of how to do this. Fuck. I guess hard was ambitious, having not played the previous game at all. I'll come back. Come on. BATTLECRY always have the camera on, only night vision uses batteries. That makes so much sense. But thank you. Oh, he's over there. Okay, okay. And now for the night vision. Now I can actually see in here. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Am I going here? Yes, I'm going here. Close the door. Close the door. Where is he? He's over there. Where the fuck am I going? Whew. That's lucky. Nope. This is going horribly wrong again. Ah, fuck's sake. Can't believe I'm not gonna get through this one segment. Is there, I mean, there has to be a map or something. Give that one more go. And then I guess we're out of time.
I think it's safe. Can you climb up? Captain Cooper! I just have to lock the... Dinner bells.
Maybe I'm supposed to be feeling quite stupid, and the key is in one of these. And that's what I'm looking for, a key. Aye. Yeah, go to normal mode. I guess I'll do that. Is there actually an options for? There we go. And now there's 2 more difficulties above this. Jesus. Respect.
I made it. I think it's safe. Can you climb up? I'm coming, Cooper! I just have to lock the... There. I'm coming! Hold on!
Yeah, go in there. No, don't go there. Yes. Further in. Don't come back. Okay, let's find this damn key. Just hiding. I want the key. Where is he? There he is. Nope. Which pocket is he sticking that saw in? Oh. Fucking ridiculous.
Mine! You were mine!
Yeah, I think that's it. We're out of time and I'm getting annoyed at my own ineptitude. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. I'm gonna be spending a lot more time on this, but I'm gonna be doing that off stream where yeah. Man, I'm annoyed I didn't find that key and get further, but This is a scary game. I like this game. Although if I do find out that they're hiding that key in some godforsaken stupid place, then I'm gonna be annoyed. But so far I'm just assuming that it's me being dumb not finding it. Thank you for watching. It's Friday, so we're not here for Saturday and Sunday, of course. We'll be here on Monday with Mario Kart 8. Tuesday, we're working on a little something, might be Watch Dogs online multiplayer. And then Thursday is our last stream, sorry, Wednesday is our, I think, our last stream before E3, where we'll be playing War Thunder. So check that out, and stay tuned for E3, where I'll be going to LA with Lasse and Nick and Gillen and Bengt, of course, and we'll be streaming and filming boatloads of videos for you guys. But until Monday, Mario Kart 8, see you on the flip side. Hope.